everybody. Welcome back to Mom. Can I have another $1? It's just a regular Tuesday night over here.
Yep, sure is. Oh,
Yep.
okay. All right, here we go. This is Chaos Breaker.
Speaking of unemployment, for a moment there, I was genuinely like, shit, is it Tuesday? Fuck, no.
No,
I'm sure it's Thursday. But that's the nice thing about it, is you can lose track of the days like that.
Oh,
to that degree.
Could be monsters or heroes.
I'm going to definitely be monsters. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or
multiple.
something.
You can be Goblin, Troll, or Bernard.
The whole gamut of people who work on Wall Street.
Okay, I'm going to go with, I guess, this order. I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't know.
What educated choice are you making right now? What informed decision are you making?
Oh, I'm two people.
Neat.
Neat.
Yeah. That's funny because I was getting whatever that Crystal of Kings, something
yeah.
like that. I was kind of getting that vibe already, and now we're doubling up on Cocco.
Hell,
yeah.
Why the fuck do you remember that? That's from 5
How
years
can
ago.
I forget Cocco? How did you forget Cocco?
None of us are allowed to forget Cocco.
I haven't thought about Cocco in years and years.
I
That's all
don't
I'm
remember the first date that Caitlin and I had, but I will remember Cocco forever.
I remember fucking passive-aggressive threats to purchase people's science textbooks because they don't know why you can't put soda in the freezer. That's my most precious memory.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
now.
that textbook that specifically outlines that specific reason.
It probably includes it in there. It just talks about expansion and contraction, you know.
Right.
Then you flip the page and it's talking about like how gravity is a result of time dilation and shit. It's just not an appropriate difficulty curve at all. That's what I want to see. I just want to see a textbook that's all over the fucking place.
I would love to see that that book placed on somebody's desk with like both bookmarks and highlighted passages for like the
little
relevant
sticky
bits.
notes. Like turn to page 47, and it's like liquids when they freeze. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and it explains why like pipes burst in the winter or something. I mean, I have on a handful of occasions felt that was necessary for some people when I actually worked in a physical office. We had people who would like put Pop-Tarts with the metallic wrapper and everything in the microwave. Somebody put their food in like with the fork stuffed in their freezer meal. Like just shit like that happens all the time. We had a sign up specifically to say do not put like microwave pop. It was microwave popcorn specifically because these microwaves were like the industrial type. They weren't something you would have at home.
They just scorch them instantly. They don't even pop. They just instantly melt.
It was one of those deals like it didn't have the rotating plate, so it wouldn't like cook evenly. It would just set the center on fire, and that's it. Yeah, so they had signs up, and I mean, somebody went to the trouble. They bought one of those old school popcorn makers like you would have at a carnival or something.
Oh, like the pop out the top ones? Those are fun.
Yeah, the little pot deal, and they had and they would make that shit every Friday. It was a pretty sweet setup, and then still some people were like, "I want popcorn now," and motherfucker.
Part of your employment is I'm allowed to physically assault you if you put popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah, that should have been part of the...
I'm allowed to slap you and splash water on you.
Yeah, that should be part of your contract. Is if I catch you putting
was
popcorn in the microwave...
Was this the call center job? Because if that's the case, well, they're not hiring the best and brightest usually.
Oh, I mean, I knew that already, but I just wish there were more safeguards to, not let them fuck up so hard.
We would need just an armed guard patting people down for popcorn fucking parcels. I don't know how popcorn is packaged.
Yeah.
That's too many P's. I can't deal with all these plosives.
I'm surprised you aren't just plosiving all over the place anyways. Do you have a pop
I'm
guard?
talking off axis. No.
Oh, look at that. Keith actually retained and learned something.
Also, this is a needlessly expensive microphone. I think it has a built-in pop guard.
I doubt that.
Shut up.
Never enough. But that is kind of funny that you have joined the club of spending way too much money on gear to make this stupid show.
Finally.
Well, you know, I also record my erotic fan fiction with it, so that's why I needed the high fidelity audio.
yeah, when are you going to share that?
The Electro Voice RE20, that's the one that came most recommended for sickos. It's literally the mic that Rush Limbaugh uses. I think someone did mention that somewhere, so I'm like, okay, that's a good joke. I'll have to keep that in my back pocket.
And then you didn't even use it as a joke. You just
Hold on
just
to that
deployed
one
it
for
as
a rainy day.
Kyle, what's the difference between a joke and something I just say?
Well, for you, nothing, because we know you don't put planning and forethought into anything.
Well, a joke is in something you say. Often you will take a joke from, what's that web comic called?
Achewood.
Achewood, yeah.
I'm
That's a
surprised
different
you
Achewood
couldn't
quote.
remember that after years of making direct references to it.
Yeah. Kyle, you probably know more about Achewood by now than
I don't
most
have
people
Keith
who
reminding
actually
you.
read this shit.
I don't have
through
Keith reminding me about it
osmosis.
every 2 seconds now because he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
What was it where I said something and you finished the phrase and didn't even know what it meant? Like we listened back to one of the recordings and you're like, wait, why did I know to say that?
I think it was
Fuck.
Bob Ma, something like that.
No, it was something a little more cogent than that. It was actual words, Kyle.
I totally get that that's a series of sounds you hear on a frequent basis when we're around. I understand that implicitly.
Damn, that's gonna drive me crazy now. Though I'm gonna spend the rest of the day trying to remember, and by day I mean night. But for me, I wake up. You know how I sleep. You know how I
vampire schedule.
I've
Vampire
slept on your couch enough times. Yeah, well, I prefer to say I'm adhering to Indonesia time zone. That sounds a little more respectable. Sounds like I might have something important going on in Indonesia.
Sure, except that that's not believable at all. The idea that you would be some sort of damned creature unwelcome in the light is much more reasonable to...
I mean to people that haven't interacted with me extensively or listened to me speak.
Yeah, but if they listen to you speak for more than 30 seconds, and or if they see you, they will know the jig is up immediately.
Yeah, honestly,
That's
just
one of the
looking
reasons
at
it's
you.
great. You know what? Okay, on the one hand, the last year has been great for me because I wasn't expected to be places and I barely ever had to leave. So my regular lifestyle is maximum shutdown, right? so finally the rest of the world was brought down to my level by a merciful little virus, a little corona case that could. But there's actually some downsides, and they've finally begun to affect me adversely. As of June 2021, I'm finally beginning to feel the first negatives of COVID. The thing about the labor shortage, right? Now that jobs are opening up, but there's no one to staff them, right?
Yeah.
That's good because on the one hand, I feel like I have more of a chance than usual because people are fucking desperate. So I'll waltz in someplace and be like, you have no better options, you know?
I know you don't.
But the downside
Is that you have to actually put effort into it.
No, the downside is that now when I need shit, there's no one to fulfill my needs. Why can't I have both? Why can't I have the good and not the bad? I got my motorcycle back here, and my dad would not stop boo-hooing and wailing about the state of my tires, which were not that bad, I maintain. They were a little aged, but they were not that bad, and he insisted I get them replaced. And he got this fucking weird setup where, well, granted for cheap, I have to take the wheels off myself, bring them 3,000 towns away, drop them off at this fucking place. They change the tires and they give me the wheels back, and I put the wheels back on. For future reference, never ever do this. It was not worth it. But the problem was these fuckers did not have anyone to do. I don't even know why they were accepting commissions, because it took 3 goddamn weeks to get those wheels back.
I don't understand why was this available to you? What the hell?
Because I don't know, some kind of weird ass like Groupon kind of shit. I don't know. He gave me a piece of paper that said take this to that address and they'll put the tires on for like way less than usual, which they did. I did not have to pay much money for it, but it wasn't worth it because again, 3 weeks without wheels, and like not figuratively. I mean literally without the wheels. The wheels were physically not here. Literally without the wheels.
Nowhere to be seen.
And in the time it took to get them back, one of the spacers went missing, and so it was another 85 weeks waiting for that thing to come in the mail. And now, only today, have I finally got the wheels reattached, and I look forward to taking it for a test ride and having it wobble out of
Immediately,
control
yeah.
the second I hit 35 miles an hour, because who knows
Immediately
what's
crash
gone
into
out
a
of
tree or
round.
something.
Who knows
Fuck
what's
you
not
off
lined
like a-
up right? I don't know. Fucking goddamn it. I don't remember what half that shit looks like because I took it off 4 weeks ago. I can't remember
Fuck you
shit
onto
that
the
long.
highway like a pissed off horse.
I don't think I'll be going on the highway anytime soon. I'm gonna ease into that. Let's keep it under 40. Let's keep it to reasonable traffic and make sure it doesn't explode or anything.
That's fair.
Rattle to
I'm
pieces.
surprised with your, again, forethought. Something I just accused you of being incapable of having.
Well, it's not abstract forethought. It's like immediate. If it's like 1 or 2 steps ahead, I can do that. But when it comes to the more existential, long-term strategic shit, you know
Like,
what I mean?
what will I do
More
for a
than
job?
12 hours in advance.
Yeah, how will I keep myself alive in my 50s? That kind of shit. Nope, impossible. It doesn't exist.
When my parents finally give up on me, what will I do then? Well, much like Keith's parents on his life, I've given up on this.
Hey, Arnold!
Enjoy.
Oh, wait. Hey,
Cutting.
Arnold!